of our ab challenge. So we're on the home stretch now, nearly there. What I would say to you is when we've completed this challenge, we're going to carry on with a maintenance program. So 1 day abs, 1 day core and glutes, and I'll put that online for you to do every other day if you have the time and the energy while I'm away on holiday. Any questions? Speak to me. Let's go, shall we? We have 8. So in this position, what we want to make sure is that there's a comfortable angle on the knees, and those feet and knees are hip distance apart. So as we start off, we have another set of 8. So today and tomorrow, we're going to take it up to 3 rounds, but the 3rd round will be shorter. Stay with me and stay focused. Okay, are you ready for that side reach? So I come up, reach, center, down, up, reach, center. Lifting up, and we have 4 more of those. Up, side bends. So nice smooth transitions. Each time I move through that range, I'm trying not to jolt any of the joints. 1 more. Okay team, are you ready for that pulse? We squeeze 3, 2, 1. And I'm reaching with my palm up to the outside of my ankle bone or thereabouts. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4 more. My other hand remains supporting my head. I've got those abs pulled in tight to support that centre of the exercise. 1 more. Rest the head and pulse. So notice these movements are primarily coming from the centre of the body, not from pulling my head up and down. 8 more. Nice and controlled. I'm going back to a slow crunch, so I lift up and down. So once the repetitions slow down to singles, I've got the opportunity to move a greater range of movement, but it needs to be comfortable and tolerable. My eyes focus just above my knees at the top of the range. So I shouldn't be looking to the ceiling, and I shouldn't have that chin pulled in. Both are not good. 2 more. Are you ready for that rotation? I take the twist around and back. Whole time I'm doing this, what I'm trying to do is keep that stability through the base of the spine. Okay, are you ready for the pulse, the outer leg? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I'm using my opposite shoulder to lean into so the upper body has support and the sides of the trunk are working. Contralaterally. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2 more times, working diagonally through the body. Great way to target those obliques. Are you ready to take it across? Knee. So again, although it's quite a big range of movement now, I want to keep plenty of control through the range, so I'm not jarring the back or the hips as I work. I'm going to bring that knee in and back. If I need to rest the head can come down here and rest. 4 more. And I'm really shortening those abs in this one. We're targeting low abs a little more now. Now we're going to go in, lengthen, in. In, lengthen, in. Crunch, extend, crunch. So the whole time here, we've got that ab section on tension for the duration of that leg pattern. So it is hard. Also, quite normal to get some fatigue in the neck muscles towards the end here. My neck muscles are tired, most definitely. I'm going to rest that head and pulse. Elbows out to the side walls, and I'm just resting the weight of my head quite heavily in the fingertips. I'm going back to singles, so I'm going to slow that down. Lift. So I'm going to put the additional work with the core and the scissors right on the end. The lower belly I'm going to do twice with those rolls up. 8 more in this set. So remember, once you've completed the challenge, I'd like to hear from you to see if you have noticed any difference. Some people are saying massive differences, other people not so much so. To be honest, that's exactly what I expected. Okay, so I'm going to come up, reach, center, down, up, reach, center. So when I designed this ab program for you, my intention was to try and get the whole way around the musculature of the abdominal section. And there's loads and loads of muscles here. Some perform the same functions, some perform very different functions. And they all work as a team to give you that abdominal section. Now I'm going to pulse that down. 3, 2, 1. And that's why just doing ab crunches is never going to cut it. You're not targeting all of the muscles if you just do a crunch and a sit-up. So yes, they are a core component of the movements, but they're just a small slither of what we need to do. There's so much more going on. 2 more. 1 more. Rest that head, pulse. 8. So again, I'm using this opportunity to give my neck muscles a reprieve. So my neck is actually switched off now. We go. Lift and lower. So remember, if you're thinking about a breath pattern on these slow ones, we always tend to exhale on the exertion. And remember, the temptation is to pull your elbows forward to try and get yourself up higher. Ironically, you're going to get a better quality ab curl if you don't pull up quite so high and keep your elbows wide. If you go too high, you're just going to go into your hip flexors and quads, and that's not the intention here. I'm going to reach across now. So we're into round 2. Good way into round 2. 4 more. So a nice flowing movement through the different patterns that we're doing. We pulse outer thigh. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So bear in mind, as a group doing this challenge, I've got a whole spectrum of people with different ranges of experience, existing injuries, things that you've been doing regularly, some people that have never exercised very much before, and that's why we'll all have very different progress and results. It will vary enormously. Let's bring that elbow in, some crunching, and in. So as soon as I get that lower body involved, I'm starting to utilise the lower bands of the abs. And they're actually the hardest ones to target. So we're going to get down 4 more. Lots of control. I'm not jolting and I'm not pulling. If I can't reach the knee, I could come through with a hand instead. That's absolutely fine. 1 more. Do you remember that knee in? So I come in. In. So this is quite a powerful movement. And obviously we're getting the leg involved a little bit more here. 4 more. 3, 2. Do you remember that additional movement? So I come in, lengthen, crunch. In, lengthen, crunch. In, lengthen, crunch. Tuck that thigh in. We have 4 more, team. Squeeze, lengthen, crunch. So again, quite normal to be experiencing some fatigue through the back of the neck, tops of the shoulders. 1 more. Okay, give me that pulse. Set the elbows out to the sides. Draw those abs in. So remember, as you're connecting with your abdominals, you want to be pulling them gently inwards rather than pushing them up. Okay, I'm going to rest the heads. I'm going to bring the legs up and I'm going to cross the ankles. So remember, this is a roll in towards your chest with your thighs, shoulders wide. So I go 8 and back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. If you don't like these, you could do a basic curl instead. I'm going to swap the ankles. 8. So I'm trying to use my low abdominals to pull the weight of my bottom off the floor. 4 more. Not easy. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's set up that body. So remember, if I need to support my back, my hands are on my thighs. Some people like to have their hands underneath the sit bones or the buttock muscles. Abs engaged. The height that I go to, it will vary. You shouldn't really be below 45 degrees. I'm not making this tough at the moment because I'm pacing myself. Last round, team. Pop the feet down. Singles. Lift. So this is the first time in this challenge that we've taken this to 3 sets. In my boot camp classes and body conditioning, I tend to do 3 sets as we become more advanced in an exercise. So we gradually increase that intensity, stamina, strength and endurance. 4 more. So you should be feeling that now on set 3, that's the intention. Lateral reach. So I come up, reach, and down. Up, reach, again. Lift, reach, and down. Lift. 4 more. So remember, if you need to take a little break to rest, absolutely fine. Stop and take a breather. Pop the head down, hug the legs in, rest, rejoin us when you're ready. Work at your own pace. Okay, I'm going to pulse down. 3, 2, 1. And be aware of your progress. It's quite easy to forget how far we've come when we start exercising. I often look at my class members and I'm absolutely amazed at the progress they make. And in every way, coordination, strength, flexibility. The most rewarding job to do, I can guarantee. I'm going to rest that head and we pulse. 8. Head resting, back of the neck long. So these movements are generated from here. So I'm shortening the abdominal section with micro movements. 4, 3, 2. Slow it down, lift. Make sure that head rests heavily in your hands so you're not pulling your neck. Try and draw those elbows out to the side. Okay, we have 8 more. So we're keeping this super slow and controlled. Some people need to bring the head down. I'm not actually resting the head at the bottom, but that's a personal choice. It's up to you. 3. Are you ready for the last set of those obliques? Here we go. Reach. So I'm not going to make this set quite so vicious. I'm going to take out those knee-ins because I appreciate they're quite tiring on the neck. But we'll keep that core work that we did at the end last time. Okay. Shall we pulse that crunch? 3, 2, 1. Now what I like to do when I'm doing this is just press into the opposite foot very slightly so I know that I'm anchoring. 4 more. 3 more. That's the postman. 2 more. 1 more. I'm going to take that elbow to the knee. Are you ready? So we go across and back, across, across. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Okay, I'm going to bring those legs up, lift and lower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swap the ankles. 8, 7. So I'm trying to bring my thighs in towards the body and lift that bottom off the floor, targeting the lower abs. Quite tricky to do effectively. Okay, team, so then we move into Pilates. I'm going to give that neck a rest and extend those legs. So abs engaged, shoulders wide, arms resting, but you could support your legs. I'm going to take that down till the abs bite. I don't want to feel any discomfort in the lower back. If I do, we come up higher or we relax the legs. Holding. The dogs really love a postman, like most dogs. Okay, so I'm going to bring that tension into the belly a little bit more, and we're going to do that little scissor walk down. So slowly, I lower, lower, and lift. So notice I'm not going too low here because I'm not really teaching specifically Pilates. So what I want us to do is think about keeping the abs switched on whilst we make a small scissor movement. I want to keep the pelvis stable. I'm leading with the heel, but of course I could use the hands to support the legs. 4 more. Really, dogs are very excited. Okay, can you speed that up, Tim? We push through. 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't let that belly rest. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the ankles together. Now, shoulders nice and wide, abs connected, hips level. I'm going to take that down a fraction and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I inhale to soften the knees. I lengthen away. Can we lower a fraction more? You have 8 counts and then we're done. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. You did it, team. That was day 13. Smashed it. Well done. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks for staying with me. Bye.